Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be reviewing and basically going over a new crypto project called Cavapoo. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this new token and new project that's hit the space, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Cavapoo for sponsoring today's episode. So I just want to give you guys first a little bit of background about this cryptocurrency and crypto project, and then I'm going to do some exploration throughout the internet and find a little bit more information just to make things a little bit more public and transparent about their token. So basically Cavapoo, or CAVA, is a token that is community driven that focuses on bridging the gap between crypto and charity. They are pretty much called a charity token. This is kind of an interesting thing in the space. Some are true, some aren't, depending on how you break it down. They're the first project to have utility and give back to the world in real time. CAVA is more of a hybrid project that is not only utility based, but they're also focused on giving back to sick and the less fortunate. So CAVA was launched on June 1st, which it's only been a couple of weeks. So keep that in mind, and they're really pretty new in the space, if you ask me. So basically, their goal is to build a strong community, partner with charity organizations, and change the world at the core. So their mission is to go beyond the moon and make Pluto their first destination. This can be achieved by their documented contributions to society, raising awareness of problems in the world, and being a meme with a purpose. Their goal is to be the first project that's hybrid, meaning they are a deflationary utility token that focuses also on charity. So now that we have a little bit of background on Cavapoo, I want to take more of a look at their website as well as price charts, tokenomics, and whatever else I can find on them. Also understand, and this just has to be a disclaimer to everyone, we need to look for and see if we can find the breakdown and distribution of how much they plan on donating and how much is actually going to token holders as well as people that own, the cryptocurrency, because, we have to see, are they just donating 1% of their overall amount, or are they donating 10 or 15%? Obviously, all this has to be broken down. Obviously, we know a lot of this has to go into marketing to back their program and just to create, as well as, to create newer and more innovative ways of promoting the token and bettering other communities and things like that. So we have to spend a little bit of time finding out this information. All right, guys, so as you can see, I have Cavapoo's website pulled up here. As it says, changing the world one Cava at a time. Cavapoo is a community-driven project that will focus on bridging the gap between crypto and charity. So, in other words, it is a charity token. We are the first project that to not only have utility, but will give back to the world in real time. So, this is a first for the channel here, where we're actually going to be reviewing a charity token. I've seen a few in the space, and I've seen other tokens that, kind of donate a little bit to charities, but to see one fully dedicated and their whole marketing campaign is on the fact that they are donating actively to charities is something really cool to see. And I just wanted to go over basically how to buy it, the tokenomics, as well as their white paper, their audit, and who exactly they have sponsoring and backing this token, which is pretty crazy to see that they've actually managed to partner up with some pretty big people in the space. You can see it talks about the rapid rewards, automated LP, charity driven, and secure and safe. And the website is also really good. I haven't seen many websites this dedicated and this much time and money spent to make one of these, which is also a good sign. Basically talks about how to buy, which is on MetaMask. Not too hard. We'll go over that in a second. Obviously, you can buy it on Uniswap or 1inch, so it's nothing too bad. But what I really wanted to focus on is the tokenomics. As you can see here, that's their token symbol. They have a 3% reward for per transaction, 4% distributed automated liquidity, and a 5% burn supply that's burned monthly. And this is good, and I want to talk about that in a second, because they have a massive total supply of tokens that realistically the price is not going to move up as long as they don't have tokens burned. So by burning a certain amount of tokens and sending them to a dead wallet, it actually allows the token to inflate and increase in price, especially when more people get influenced and get involved into crypto. It will help better the token and push it up to a higher price level. And you can see why a token like this is important is because when you have 10 quadrillion tokens in total supply, you have to be burning a little bit here and there to eventually increase the price. It's pretty much much with anything in supply and demand, the less you have of something, the more value it usually creates, especially when there's already a team or an influence backing that certain thing. They also have over 1,300 holders with a $21 million market cap, and obviously an extremely low price. But as tokens get burned and as more people get involved in this token and in this crypto project, it should eventually increase the price, but it will take a long time. Don't expect something like this to go to $10 anytime soon, especially with 10 quadrillion tokens as a total supply. They also have CAVA swap coming up, which is really cool. So eventually they're going to be adding that to their platform, allowing you to basically exchange different cryptocurrencies to not only the CAVA token, but to all other cryptocurrencies eventually. And I'm hoping it will be allowed in the US, as there's a lot of other exchanges that aren't allowed in the US. So it'd be nice to finally have one that can be accepted. Another thing is that CAVA launched not too long ago, June 1st of 2021. And obviously their goal is to build some sort of community, partnering with different charities and organizations and really just giving back to the community. Now, obviously anything that has just come out literally a month ago from the time of recording this video has its risks. So definitely do not invest anything you're not comfortable with losing, especially in something so new. I can't imagine someone putting in more than, what they are afraid of losing. Things that are so early and new to a space like cryptocurrency really needs time to develop, whether it's going to stay and increase and become a dominant figure in the space, or if it's going to fizzle out and burn off. And I'm sure we've reviewed other tokens like that have done so, and there have been plenty that we've already reviewed which are doing really well so far. So we're going to have to check back on CAVA, and hopefully things, as I'm seeing, are doing fairly well, and hopefully the price and the website will have developed in the next couple of months when we review CAVA again. As you guys can see, they have multiple phases of launching. They have 1,000 holders currently of their token, which has already been completed. They've launched their website, CoinGecko listing. They have a ton of Telegram members and a community marketing fund, as you can see all this. The second phase is, as such, pretty much just increasing their overall market and their overall influence. And basically their goal in phase 2 is just to increase their overall community size, which obviously will help better the token and their project itself. And as you can see, then we have expansion and then basically utility. And as these phases finish and complete and they have a better community and a better backing, they'll eventually start to take over phase 4, which will be utility, CAVA Space, NFT Marketplace, CAVA Merch, bigger CEX listings, and then obviously just a bigger overall community. Now, moving forward in the space, you can see they also have a way for you to be a volunteer, which is donating to the community, which you can do right there. Now, more importantly, I want to show you guys a few other cool things. They do have a Yahoo Finance post, which was talking about, actually, I wanted to show you guys right here, where it says, to further the mission, CAVA has partnered up with Brian Urlacher to promote and share the good message. The charitable mission will be starting with Shriners Hospitals for Children and the Boys and Girls Club of Chicago. And then it also says they've partnered up with FaZe, which is really cool. You can see they did it right here. They posted it on Twitter, and I guess they hosted this giveaway, which is really cool, especially the fact that they partnered with FaZe too. I do know that FaZe has a really big influence in the community, and if they've managed to partner with something like that, I'm sure they have even bigger plans moving forward in the future. Now, obviously, with any crypto project, there's always a white paper, which is right here. You can also check it out in the description down below, as I will be linking it. It basically just goes over all their values and everything about the company and their mission statement. So definitely check this out. It's everything that we've already talked about for the most part, and obviously their phases of their roadmap. You can also see right here in the video by Brian Urlacher, who is verified and really big in the community with over 300,000 followers on Twitter. He actually made a video that explains how he's sponsoring and is backed right now by the CAVA token. It's pretty crazy to see the massive adoption that's happening right now within the crypto space, that there's a ton of people and influencers in all different niches partnering and getting involved with cryptocurrency. It's really improving cryptocurrency overall, getting it out of the taboo space that it once was and turning this into something that is just worldwide and nationally known. So it's really cool to see something like this happen. Not only that, they've also hit a milestone where you can see Cavapoo has been listed and added to DueDEX as the 100th coin listed on DueDEX. You can see right here. So in regards to a charity cryptocurrency, they seem to be making their way through the space fairly well, as they are also accepted onto the current coin market cap, as well as on CoinGecko, which I've used thousands of times here on the channel. All in all, Cavapoo has been doing pretty well within their space and following their roadmap. They've already completed phase 1, and it seems like they're moving forward even more. They've been partnering up with multiple different sponsors and influencers within the space, and they're even being listed on some major exchanges, as you can see here. They're on DEX tools as well as on Unicrypt, which is another way to actually purchase or lock liquidity here. And they also have Hotbit as an exchange, as well as they have Biloxi, which is another way to buy and sell cryptocurrency. So they've been doing pretty well through the space, if you have to ask me. I want to give a huge shout out once again to Cavapoo for sponsoring today's episode. If you're interested in learning more about Cavapoo or how they're doing within the space, we'll definitely be checking them out later on the channel. Otherwise, definitely make sure to check the links in the description, turn on post notifications, subscribe, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.